Respected teachers and my dear friends, I am Raghudas PV, research scholar, Government College, Kodanjeri, Kozhikode. I am going to present my topic Human Resource Development in Cooperative Banks, a case study of Kerala Bank. Cooperation means working together for a common objective. It is as old as human society. It is the basis of social life of human beings. Economic cooperation has been accepted as an important tool for regeneration of a country's socio-economic life. Formal cooperation in its present form owes its birth to passage of the Cooperative Credit Societies Act of 1904 by British government. Cooperative movement in India is the largest cooperative movement in the world now. Of the various types of cooperative institutions, the cooperative banks are considered to be important because their strength and financial stability which enable other forms of cooperatives successful. State cooperative banks play the role of friend, philosopher, and guide to the rural economically backward people. The Kerala State Cooperative Bank plays an important role in the socio-economic development of our state. The success of any organization depends on the quality and effective utilization of its human resources. Of the four factors of production, men or people constitute the most important factor since they coordinate all other factors. Human resources have a significant bearing on the profitability, efficiency, and overall organizational effectiveness. The present study is an attempt to study the human resource management practices in Kerala Bank. Human resource management. Human resource management is the system which brings people and the organization together to achieve the organizational goals. Indian cooperative banking movement has passed through more than 100 years of existence, but human resource management has been a neglected factor in cooperative banks. The task force under the chairmanship of Sri Jagadish Kapoor in 1999 in order to study the cooperative credit system and suggest measures for its strengthening, observed that human resource management has not been accorded the importance it deserves in cooperative institutions. They suggested to evolve sound personal policies also, in addition to make scientific staffing norms. HRM practices in cooperatives. With the advent of a new economic policy, business and industry has been forced to face stiffer competition in the economy. The cooperative banks are no exception to this. They are forced to compete with private, foreign, and nationalized banks. The changed business environment, unforeseen challenges arising from new economic policy, and the new regulations on interest and reduction in budgetary support have brought into sharp focus the importance of human resource management in cooperative banks. Success of a cooperative organization largely depends on the ability of its workforce, including their skills, attitude, discipline, morale, and motivation. Therefore, importance of HRM needs a special emphasis. The mission of human resource management is to ensure a steady source of qualified people who can contribute to the success of a cooperative organization. In a cooperative setting, the methods and techniques adopted to solve any human resource management problem had to be chosen in a typically cooperative way. The approach of cooperatives to the human resource management is conditioned by the following factors: justice and fair play, working class movement, social, economic, and moral movement committed for human welfare. The HRM policies and practices in cooperative had to be examined in the light of the above objectives. The history of Kerala Bank or Kerala State Cooperative Bank. Kerala State Cooperative Bank Limited started in early 20th century. In 1914, Maharaja of Travancore introduced the Travancore Cooperative Societies Regulation Act, and it is registered in 1915 as Trivandrum Central Cooperative Bank. In 1943, the bank was converted to the Travancore Central Cooperative Bank. In 1954, in the wake of Indian independence and the reorganization of states, the bank was reorganized as a state cooperative bank for Travancore Cochin State. In 1956, when Kerala was formed, the bank renamed as the Kerala State Cooperative Bank Limited. The Kerala State Cooperative Bank was registered and retained as an apex bank, in which only cooperative banks approved by the registrar were admitted as members. In July 1966, the Kerala State Cooperative Bank Limited was included in the second schedule of Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. The bank is doing business of banking within the framework of rules and regulations stipulated by Reserve Bank of India and NABARD. From November 29, 2019 onwards, Kerala State Cooperative Bank and 13 district cooperative banks are functioning as single entity with brand name Kerala Bank. No research work has been done in the human resource management practices of Kerala Bank. So, the present study is proposed. Statement of the problem. Good human resource is a prerequisite to higher morale and productivity. So, managing the human resources require a well-planned human resource management system. The ever-changing technological developments, customer expectations, multi-dimensional competition, quality consciousness coupled with the forces of globalization have necessitated a reorientation of the cooperative banks to compete and survive in a competitive environment. The goals of an organization can be achieved through effective human resource management policies and practices. Human resource management can help firms to improve organizational behavior in such areas as staff commitment, competency, and flexibility, which in turn leads to improved staff performance. In such a context, it has become necessary to study the human resource management practices in the Kerala Bank to find answers for certain questions, such as what are the human resource management policies and practices followed in the Kerala Bank? How do these policies and practices impact the functioning of the bank? How do the employees perceive the human resource management policies and practices? Consequent to this, what is the nature of organizational climate existing in the bank? What sort of organizational development interventions are required to strengthen the existing system so as to enable the bank to function competitively? To find answers to some of these and other related questions, the study entitled A Study on Human Resource Development in Cooperative Banks, a case study of Kerala Bank is proposed. Objectives of the study: to study the evolution and functioning of Kerala Bank, to examine the organizational structure and human resource management practices of the Kerala Bank, to ascertain the perception of employees towards the merger of state cooperative bank and district cooperative banks to the Kerala Bank, to study the perception of employees on the human resource management practices of Kerala Bank, to understand the job satisfaction of the employees of the Kerala Bank. Methodology: the present study is both descriptive and analytical and uses both primary and secondary data. Data pertaining to the history and growth of the organization, membership pattern, mobilization of resources and deployment of resources, organizational structure, employees profile, recruitment, selection, training, placement, promotion, salary structure, other human resource management functions, and the business performance are obtained from the books and records maintained by the banks. Wherever necessary, the reports of committees and commissions appointed by the Government of India, state government, RBI, and NABARD will also be referred for analysis and interpretation. To understand the perceptions of the employees on human resource management practices of Kerala Bank, a representative sample of permanent employees working in different levels will be selected. Framework of analysis: descriptive statistical tools will be used to analyze the profile of the respondents. Inferential statistical tools will be applied to examine the differences in perception amongst the different groups of respondents. Factor analysis can be applied to reduce a large number of variables about organizational climate into manageable factors about different dimensions of organizational climate. Regression analysis is proposed to examine the influence of demographic variables on the perception of sample respondents. Chapter scheme: the study contains 8 chapters. First chapter is introduction. The second is for reviewing the other studies. Third is structure and working of the Kerala Bank. The fourth chapter, the perception of employees towards the merger of Kerala State Cooperative Bank and District Cooperative Banks to Kerala Bank. Fifth chapter, human resource management practices in Kerala Bank. Sixth one, perception of employees on the human resource management policies and practices of the Kerala Bank. Seventh, job satisfaction of employees of the Kerala Bank. And the last chapter, eighth one, summary of findings, conclusion and suggestions. Thank you, sirs.